Hi, this is Polyphonic Video Blog number 23. Unfortunately had people come by and interrupt me a couple of times, so hopefully that won't happen again. But what I'm talking about this time is literally it was kind of one of those things where I was writing up my outline as to what to talk about, and one of the things that I've been working with a lot has been trying to finance the last part of my doctoral program. And graduate school is not cheap, undergraduate school is not cheap, and unfortunately everybody's hitting difficult times, and not only students, but the parents and also the universities themselves. Even though it's a educational institution, it still needs to be financially viable. So a lot of people think, well, these universities are just screwing us, and they have money but they don't want to use it. But unfortunately, universities need to work on a budget as well, and they need to be thinking much longer term than the 4-year rotation of students coming in and out. So it's really easy to get frustrated at financial aid officers, and it's really easy. And all I can say is don't do that. Don't get mad at these people, because they are trying to manage many more things than one particular student. And unless you do something to be more than just a number, they want to help everybody. They really do. These financial aid people really want to help people, and that's their job. But there's only so much money to go around. And so it's really important to develop a good rapport with these people, a good rapport with your faculty members, your admissions. Know who these people are, more than just another email that they get for someone who's really asking for they're hurting and they need to get some money. And get out in your university community. And unfortunately, the financial troubles don't necessarily stop at being a student. I've had numerous students, because like I said, they got to work on budgets. I've had friends recently who've had their jobs terminated. They were professors at state universities, and due to financial cuts, they've had their jobs terminated. So it's one of those things where you need to really stay on top of it when you're a student, and know these people, and get to go to their office, meet them in person, explain, and the other thing is you need to be a good student. If let's say you're a C student and you're trying to ask for more scholarship money, that's pretty hard for a financial aid officer to justify it. So you need to be investing. You need to be thinking of it as an investment, your education as an investment in yourself, and from a financial standpoint, they need to be thinking of it as, well, how can we best deal out this money? And if there are students who aren't taking their degree seriously, or they're not performing up to the expectations, you've got to do that. You can't just be a mediocre student. So this is where kind of the whole being you got to do it all. You've got to be an academic. You've got to go to class. You've got to do this stuff. You've got to perform. You've got to practice. If you really honestly want to believe that you can go to somebody else and ask for what's called OPM, or other people's money, to say, hey, I really need help. So, classes are tough, and you need to just put the time in and get the work done. And like there's always the old saying that college is all about 3 things, and I've mentioned this before, but I can't stress it enough. It's about doing work, having fun, getting sleep, but you can only pick 2. So if you're thinking that you're going to need some financial aid help, I've been on financial aid. I started out with Pell Grants because of my family's financial situation. I had a Pell Grant getting me through most of my undergrad. I had Stafford loans. I had unsubsidized and subsidized loans. I've had to take out some federal direct loans, and they're all and work study is your friend. And I had a whole blog about work study. But that's the one where it's the easiest for financial aid, as I understand it, the easiest for financial aid officers to give work study, because you've got to do something for it. It's not just, essentially it's just free money. And, I found out that my financial aid package in the fall, I was not allowed work study, and so I went to, the appropriate people, and I said, listen, I need help. Like, I can't make my rent if I don't have my work study job. And I kind of put it from the perspective of, like, I'm willing to work for my money. I don't just want a blanket scholarship. So, fortunately, the financial aid department here at USC came through, and Phil Placenti has been incredibly helpful. And, you just got to stay with these people and stay on them, and just really put your nose to the grindstone during the semester. And so you can come to them when you really need help and say, listen, I've worked up some credit here. I've done everything. I'm, helpful to the community. I've done academics. I've done performance. So I just need a little bit of help to kind of get over this last little bump. And fortunately, people are able to come through if they know who you are. So anyway, I got a couple more blogs to catch up on, and you'll be seeing a couple more uploaded in the next few days. Take it easy.